Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpaka, shalom wa ahaba. Peace and love, family, peace and love. I want to say shalom to the whole house of Israel, all 12 tribes scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, to wherever we've been driven to the lands of our captivity. I also want to say shalom to the sojourners, the Gentiles, and the foreigners, and all those who give thanks, honor, and praises to the Elohim or Elohim of the Bible and his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom many of you refer to as Christ. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. All praises to Allah. Hallelujah. The power that adds and brings forth the breath of life. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, today I want to talk about two so-called black women by the name, as you can see in this title, Marilyn Mosby and Bevelyn Williams. You understand? And I want to discuss to you or have a conversation about how slow-mo Jim Crow Joe Biden's pardons should reveal to us, exactly what is the feeling towards our community when it comes to these so-called Democrats. And we also need to realize and pay attention to statements like the post by I believe the boy name is Elijah Schaffer. We need to pay attention to these things coming from both sides, both the Democrats and the Republicans. And we always need to realize that our only true salvation and redemption will come from following the Father. That politics and politicians are merely tools that affect our current life, but they are not to be dependent on for our true and full redemption. You understand that, Mishpachah? Because the Democrats will always abuse us, and the Republicans will probably never accept the truth about us. But I want to talk about the hypocrisy of the Joe Biden pardoning and how silly it's starting to look for our people to be over there voting blue, no matter who, and supporting these Democrats who don't care nothing about black folks. Now, the first woman I want to mention is Marilyn Mosby. You see her right there, Marilyn Mosby, right there standing with the crook Benjamin Crump. You understand? And Marilyn Mosby was the prosecutor that went after the cops that did the brother of Freddie Gray. I believe it was Freddie Gray. Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore. When the young brother, when the police rolled him around while he was handcuffed and was driving all wild and was throwing him all around in the back seat. I mean, in the back of the van, and he ended up dying from his injuries. Well, she went after those police. You understand that, Mishpachah? And the local Democratic power structure was a little bit upset that she went after the police like that. So when COVID came, they caught her up on some dealings with her house or something, some kind of charges they brought up on her, Mishpachah. You know what I mean? Probably was a get back, a retribution from the local authorities for going after police. But she was not included in Biden's pardons. She was not included. Fannie Willis was not included. Alvin Bragg was not included. Nor was Letitia James included. And all these people is probably guilty of some crimes that they committed for the Democratic Party, for slow-mo Jim Crow Joe Biden. But yet you see he didn't care enough about y'all's black behinds to pardon the sister. And the sister probably deserved a pardon way more than that old crackhead Hunter Biden and those crooks in the Biden crime family. But yet so-called Negros will go out here and call their brothers and sisters sellouts and coons and everything else for not supporting that Democratic Party who didn't even have the thoughts to pardon a sister like Marilyn Mosby, Mishpachah. Now I want to talk to you about another sister named Bevelyn Williams. That's her right there, Bevelyn Williams. Now, Bevelyn Williams got in some trouble by the Biden administration for, guess what? Protesting abortion. The woman is anti-abortion, and they sentenced her to a couple years. Check it out. It say President Donald Trump will pardon pro-life advocate Bevelyn Williams. Bad man orange. You understand that? Oh, racist Donald Trump with the Mississippi Valley HBCU marching at his inauguration. Ain't nobody did that since Nixon. Ain't a Democrat out there can say they ever invited no HBCU to their inauguration. Old racist Trump is pardoning Miss Bevelyn Williams, who was fighting for the life of children in the womb, to whom Democrats seem to be obsessed with annihilating because they are of Hillel. You know, I don't say no Lucifer because Lucifer is a Latin word. His name was Hillel. You understand that, Mishpachah? And they work for the adversary Hillel, Hasatan. That's why they so obsessed with annihilating children in the womb. But I digress. President Donald Trump will be pardoned pro-life advocate Bevelyn Williams, who Joe Biden put in federal prison for 3 years for protesting abortion. But yeah, y'all Negros is out here humping and stumping and crumping for old slow-mo Jim Crow Joe Biden, who racist behind ain't even think about none of them black folks that committed crimes, allegedly, for him. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Picard? This is what we should be paying attention to and noticing by looking at their actions. I don't care about what they're saying. Look at their actions. And this is why I promote to our people about economic autonomy within the lands of our captivity. We need to learn how to take care of ourselves, because none of these politics or politicians is going to actually pull you out of the mud. You had to pull yourself out the mud. Now, you can participate in politics because it is really not smart to not get yourself involved with the laws that you are forced to live up under, even in the land of your captivity. But you shouldn't be putting your faith and depending on no politician. Nobody but the Most High Yah, Bahashem Yahusha. Hallelujah. That's about all you should be putting your faith in. The Most High Yah. Because ain't no politician going to deliver us from nothing. And you will get this because just like I said, you ain't going to get me ever hear me calling myself no Rat-publican or Republican, even if I may choose to vote that way. You understand that? Because, they still, if you listen to them long enough, and for those of you who do a little nipping and sipping, and if you drink with them long enough, then they eventually tell you how they feel. Now, there was a Republican internet guy by the name of Adam Schaffer who said that black folks ain't real Americans because they had to be given their citizenship by the government. See that? That's how that joker really feel. That is why when I see sisters like Candace Owens, who is a dynamic journalist over there with some of those Gentiles, I feel sorry for that sister, because a lot of them Gentiles you running with is only cool with you because you married a Gentile. You understand that, Mr. Picard? They ain't really down with you like talking about, because that's how they really feel. You see what I'm saying? They'll take it back like a little joke, but they mean that. You understand? So this is why we shouldn't have all our ducks tied up in no Republican Party neither. You understand that? Even though I would suggest people to lean that way, because the rights that we live up under here in these so-called divided states of America, it is in our best interest to keep those rights in a safe condition. You know what I mean? And out of communist and Marxist hands. You see what I'm saying, Mr. Picard? So we got to stop feeding into this foolishness like the senator from Virginia, Tim Kaine, want to come and want to talk all this junk about pardoning the J6 people and all that, when his son is a member of Antifa and was up there setting off explosives and attacking police in Minnesota and ain't get but a misdemeanor because his daddy was Tim Kaine. You understand that, Mr. Picard? So I don't want to hear none of this foolishness about, they don't let the criminals out. They don't let the J6 people. Oh, my God. I can't believe he let the J6 people out. You understand that? When they had people locked up that was walking in a single file line, had these people doing time while people like Tim Kaine's son is getting off with misdemeanors and they attacking the police. You see what I'm saying? Full-blown hypocrisy. We can't feed into that. You understand? And for people like what's the boy name? Elijah Schaffer. Elijah. Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna just say this. I hope I'm around and living when the day where the Gentiles Not the sojourners and those who love the people of Israel and love the Elohim of the Bible, but those people who got that inner issue that they don't want to admit exists within these divided states of wickedness. I wonder what's gonna happen to these people when people like Elijah Schaffer realize he walking around with a Negro name. I really wonder when you find out that's a black man name you wearing. You understand that? How y'all want to think y'all got so much culture over us when we walking around wearing these European names, and so many of y'all walking around with Negro names that one day soon you gonna find out you've been fed a whole bed of lies. His story of lies will be his demise. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Schaffer, who don't want to consider his fellow black Americans as equals. Yeah. We need to be thinking about this, Mr. Picard. Economic autonomy within the lens of our captivity. We got to start learning how to take care of ourselves, because ain't none of these people going to do nothing for us. And until we meet again, Mr. Picard, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Mr. Picard. Keep your eyes open. Stay prepared so that you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Until we meet again, Mr. Picard. Kuma, Yasharel. Kalam, Yasharal. Rise, Yisrael. Shalom, Shalom. Salama, Mr. Picard. Hallelujah.